Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, fabulous first grade. Welcome to our PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Hammock, and I am here to help you be an excellent reader and writer. I'm so glad you joined me this morning. All week long, I've been reading stories about Elephant and Piggy, and this one is really cute. They have some of the most fun adventures. This one says, I'm a frog. It's all about pretending. Do you like to pretend? I know my girls did when they were little. So you might want to check this out. Remember, it's by Mo Willems, and it's Elephant and Piggy stories. And they have great adventures that I think you'll enjoy. Lots of high-frequency words for you to read. You could check on Sora or at your county public library. All right, let's see. Are you ready to find out who is in the number 2 spot on our Sora checkouts? Okay, Fresno, here we go. Wilson Elementary School. Great job, Wildcats. Terrific. You are in our 2nd spot for checking out books on Sora. Good for you. Awesome. All right, let's get started. We are going to warm up our brains. And of course, we're going to train our ears for sound. Today, we're practicing again the segmenting skill. Do you remember what that is? Right. When I tell you a word, you're going to take it apart and listen to each one of those sounds. This is a great thing to help you when you're learning to write, because if you can take words apart one sound at a time, you'll know what letters to write to make that word. So we practice it a lot in 1st grade. All right, listen to this word, glance. Glance. Okay, we're going to do it together. Ready? G-L-A-N-C. Glance. Great job. All right, here's another one. Did you notice they're getting a little bit harder and longer? It's because you can do hard things. All right, here's our word, pledge. Pledge. Here we go. P-L-E-J. Pledge. Pledge. Great job. All right, let's try one last one. Are you ready? Chance. Chance. Let's take it apart. Ch-a-n-c. Ch-a-n-c. Chance. Great job. You're getting so good at that. I bet that's going to help you when you write letters and send them here to me. Did we talk about that today? What? Oh, well, let's pause. Did you get an activity book yet? Well, you can practice your segmenting skills and write me a letter here and send it to the studio, and I will send you a free activity book. It's a great way for you to show me that you're practicing segmenting words and sounds so you can write those letters. I cannot wait to see what you write me. All right. I'm glad you reminded me because I forgot. All right, let's do our fluency for today. You ready? All right. CH says ch. TCH says ch. WH, hua. PH, f. TH, f. SH says sh. MP says mp. SK says sk. ST says st. And NK says nk. Good job. All right, this week we have been learning about the soft sound that C makes and the soft sound that G makes. Remember, soft C says the S sound when it is followed by E, I, or Y. It says S. And the G makes the J sound when it is followed by E, I, or Y. So when you're looking at a word, if you see an E, I, or Y right next to a C, you're going to make the S sound. And if you see E, I, or Y right next to a G, you're going to say the J sound. Let's try it. You ready? Okay. Here I have the word. Let's read it. P-A-S. Pace. Good job. All right, if I know how to write pace, then I can change the beginning sound and the middle sound, and I can make this word. Ready? Wage. Wage. That's like money, something you get paid, a wage. You get paid a wage. What if I change the beginning sound to this one? What do I have now? Age. Cage. Did you get it? Good. Let's take a look at this next one. How about that one? Age. Rage. Good job. Very nice. You did that really well. Today we're going to practice with a story. So let me move my chart. We have a story to read today, and we're going to look for the soft C and soft G in our story, okay? So this story is called A Race. All right, you ready to read? Let me get my reading finger. Follow along at home and read out loud with me. Here we go. Gage can run in a race. He can run over a hedge. He can run under a bridge. Gage wins a race. Okay, you've got your detective eyes on? Did you see some soft C and soft G words? All right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to shout them out to me so I can circle them, okay? All right, go ahead. Oh, you are right. Race. We have the word race. Good for you. What else? Oh, good job. His name is Gage. Have you ever heard that name before? Yeah, I have some friends named Gage. What else do you see? Yes, hedge. Hedge. There we have that D-G-E sound. Oh, you're right. And bridge also has the D-G-E. Oh, you're right. I forgot to circle race. Great job. Do you see how the G is followed by the E or the C is followed by the E? It follows our rule to make the soft sound, right? Yes. Good job. Okay. Now, you're getting really good at that, but something else we need to practice to be excellent readers and writers is our high frequency words. And so I want you to help me with our high frequency words for today. I have two more for you. If I can get my chart turned around here. All right, here they are. We have any, A-N-Y, any. And we have upon, U-P-O-N. One way to help you is to notice that this has up and it has on. Sometimes we need little tricks to help us. Upon. Good job. All right, here are our sentences, and let's see which word belongs in which sentence. All right, you ready to think about it? We have any and upon. We can play game. Are you using your clues? Okay. The boy wished a star. What do you think? We can play any game. Very nice. Good thinking. And the boy wished upon a star. You did great. Very nicely done. All right. So that leads us to the last thing we're going to work on today, and that is our structural analysis. It's just a fancy way of talking about how words and language work. So today, And all this week, we've been talking about our inflectional endings. Inflectional ending ED means that something has already happened. It happened in the past. And when we have ing, it means it's happening right now. We learned about how to read words with those, and now I want to teach you about how to write them, because we need to know a few things that are a little bit tricky when we're writing. Okay, so we're going to take a look here. Do you remember yesterday we worked on our workbook page and we have to drop the E before we add ED or ing. So I have a little activity for us. Here is the word change. Change. If I want to say it already happened, we would say changed. Changed. So I would take the E off and add ED. And that would make the word changed. Do you see how the E, we don't have two E's. It doesn't look like that. We have to take that one E off and add ED. All right, what if I wanted it to say changing? It's happening right now. We are changing our classroom around. All right, so I'm gonna drop the E and add ing, and that makes the word changing. We don't have an E next to the ing. We have to get rid of the E before we add ing. All right, let's see about the next one. Are you ready? This word is trace. Trace. Okay, if it already happened, I traced a picture, I'm going to add ed. I'm going to drop the E and add ed. And then I have the word traced. Traced. Okay. If I'm doing it right now, I'm tracing. I'm going to drop the E and add ing. Here we have dance. I danced at the party. So that means I'm going to drop the E and add ed, and that becomes danced. It already happened. And dancing, I'm going to drop the E and add ing to make dancing. I don't need an E there when I'm adding an inflectional ending. It can be kind of tricky, and I want you to practice that so that you get really good at it, okay? You might try writing some ed and ing words in that letter that you're going to send me that I'm waiting for, because I'm very excited to hear from you. You did great today. So much hard work and so much great learning. I want you to come back tomorrow and we'll practice one last time that soft C and soft G. Goodbye now, the clock says we're done. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day. Practice that soft C and soft G, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.